Well, hello everyone. My name's Theo. I play middle linebacker for the Hilversum Hurricanes. It's currently Thursday for me, which means it's a practice day and a football. At the end of the video, we'll have my football stuff after practice, most likely for that one. We're supposed to have some rain later today, so I don't really want to get the camera out and all wet. We might not, depends on how things go. Anyways, so I live in Amsterdam. It's in the Netherlands, it's in Europe. I do speak English. I am a US citizen, but I live here and I play football overseas. Thanks, welcome. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. So the videos that get published that are football related are Friday and Monday and Friday, however you want to think of your weeks. And that I do vlog every other day, and we'll probably talk about football stuff, and I do live streams on Saturday, and I do a live stream Saturday midday per United States. Morning, midday, it's evening for me, right before football practice, so it doesn't go too terribly late. So I'm gonna have chapters below linked in the video so you can just figure out where that's at. Football practice will be itself. Then I'm gonna have the news section, and then I'm gonna move right now into the comments responses. One of my teammates was consulting me about going in for GFL teams. Currently, I know I'm probably not gonna make it for a GFL team this year. Things are weird, borders are restricted, plus the GFL season is gonna start like in a couple months. And the ELF is starting in a couple months. I was not expecting this season, but there's always a chance that I could put in the work for a whole next year and see what happens. Because between a collarbone shattering event, a pandemic, and now trying to figure out what the hell's going on in 2021, yeah, we'll figure that one out. But I have actually put in emails to a couple GFL teams in Germany. So I'm just asking for general information because I still have US citizenship, and I wonder if I'm going to be held to the standards of import players, which are usually coming out of college or have college experience or something. You don't actually know if you never ask, so that's that. 5 basic tips for linebackers. The ultimate question that kind of just bothers the heck out of me, but I know, and I'm going to have a little bit of a soapbox here. Weston Walther asks, he's 5'9", 205, should I put more weight on or stay here? He's a middle backer going into his first year of high school. Well, we're looking at like, what, 14, 16? Maybe if it, my high school was divided sophomore, junior, senior, so we were like 15, 16 going in, but 4-year thing, you're like 18, 17, 16, 15 maybe, 14, 15, something like that. Anyways, and that sounds fine, but my soapbox is stature should not stop you from a position. There are some limitations. You are probably not going to be a senior in high school, 150 pounds and playing a center. Maybe a long snapper, but you're definitely not going to be on the line, nor as a defensive line. On the other hand, you're probably not going to be over 250 pounds playing free safety. I mean, if you can move, fullback, running back, tight end, if you're like stacked muscle-wise, defensive end, but there's certain positions you're just not going to be, and that's fine. But a lot of the people asking that question are in very average body sizes, and it's just pick a position that makes you happy, because coming from personal experience, wanted to play a position, and someone said, well, this is the easiest one to learn. It turns out wide receiver is not the easiest thing to learn. None of them are. Except for maybe free safety. So then my second position, cornerback, was suggested by the defense captain at the time, and from what I found out, it was a throwaway position. He put me there to see if I'd get frustrated and quit, because it is a highly demanding position, and I was not trained enough for that. So I moved over to middle linebacker, and now here in Europe, we're doing towards that one. I'm a larger guy. I'm 5'11" and 220 pounds, 230 pounds. I don't know. I haven't seen a scale in a while. I'm a little ashamed about that, but I'm not rail thin like the Dutch. I'm happy playing middle linebacker, so height and weight really doesn't matter. I mean, yeah. Because in the long run, you're going to be happier playing your position than you would be someone else's decision for you. Take control of your career. Josh Hull also says that on the live stream, actually, he's going to go to contact practice tomorrow. He's in England, so they have a little bit more open stuff. I know Germany practices are going with full pads and stuff. I don't know what the Netherlands is doing, but older guys can't contact at practice. And there's like hefty fines if the police catch you doing it, despite the fact that the police have no idea what our sport is. I mean, it sucks because even rugby is affected by this. And then on Sunday's practice video, my teammate also got back to me about something Coach Ed said, like that up there. You guys can watch that whole thing. I didn't find chapters in it. I should do that tomorrow morning. I'll have chapters on that, if they're not already. We are basically talking about that I simplify things sometimes. I'm like the only monolingual person on the team. So, and I'm attempting to learn Dutch as fast as my elderly brain can. And, you know, some things come fast, some things don't. I'm putting much more effort into becoming a better linebacker than I am learning Dutch. So there's that. There's a question I have about what my coach said to me. I took it in stride. It wasn't bad, actually. It was really good. I've spent the last 3 days overthinking it, and now I need some clarification, which Ed will do. He's Dutch. They'll clarify it in the most brute force way, and I love it. That's that for football-related comments. News. On my community tab, I put in a merch request idea thing. Like, I can't do art styles. I don't have that capability. However, I can put words on shirts. Like, I've seen some people wear millennial. I'm like, is that merch? Is that something people will buy? Can I just put linebacker? Is that a thing? I'll do it for literally every position in football if you guys will buy the stuff for that. You know, I'll even come up with a little tagline underneath, linebackers. Just most flexible thing on the field. That sounds, you know, I could be like linebacker, jack of all trades with murder on their mind. You know, linebacker right here. And then in the subtitles, a little catchphrase of just like, jack of all trades, body slam is the only solution, sort of thing like that. Just stupid stuff. I mean, if that's what people will buy. There's also other things like if you're going to be running upstairs for exercise, you might as well skip a few. And it's not like 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 for 3. No, like do every other step. I mean, you're already running. You might as well get much more explosivity out of it. There's a couple other things I've said recently that might be good for phrases, but again, I have no like. With the color blindness and art style and stuff, I'm just not really good at that. So I might just put a thing about linebackers, and I'll just put it in every color that Teespring has, and we'll just see how it goes. So my links are below. I already do have merch down there, but it's not great. Like some of it is my tattoo on like a face mask and stuff. News from around Europe. So we're looking at the Netherlands right now. And the Netherlands is starting to creep back open. Still have not allowed the 27 and older ages to contact at practice. I'm not entirely sure about that one. I don't listen to the press conferences and listen to all the little nuances. I read synopsis. And some people who don't necessarily play sports or contact sports might leave some of that information out because they're like, doesn't really matter. Matters a lot to a lot of people. We're creaking back open, but nothing around the sports. The gyms are opening back up, so expect maybe some daily chats from the gym. I might have a one-off in the video if you guys really want, like stuff that I do. I used to do that when the gyms were open, but it was already after football season in the States, so it was a bit confusing. So not many people watched it. Anyways, what else? Like I said, the GFL is working back one up. I've got a couple feelers out to some GFL teams. Should probably send some to some other teams tomorrow when I get the chance. Just not necessarily, shotgun blast it, but just make sure that somebody responds. Because all they are is just probing emails. The NFL has released their schedule. I've seen the Panthers posting their thing. Ukraine is 2 teams in Kiev are going to play this Saturday at 4 p.m. close to European times, so that's that. Cologne Crocodiles are practicing with their U19, so their high school crowd. Potsdam Royals are doing their own thing. The linemen are playing tic-tac-toe. And so, yeah, we've got the EFL schedule is going. The Leipzig Kings are grabbing a bunch of people. That's fun. But yeah, a lot of German teams are doing tryouts right now. So if you're in Europe, if you're in Germany and you want to go try out, like here's the Salzland Raccoons. They're doing probe training sometime this week. I know I've seen some things out for Stuttgart Scorpions, and various other teams are probably doing it. I literally cannot get enough Instagram notifications from all the teams. So for that. Anyways, another thing to check out for generalized news, because I kept trying to do new stuff, but there's just so much going on right now that with my life and my training and trying to get stuff together, I don't actually collaborate news very well for across Europe. So you can go, guys. So you guys can go to American Football International. There's a card, link below, and I'll put it at the end screen, so you guys can subscribe to their channel. They've got at least 30 videos that are up to 2 weeks ago, and they're just posting highlights that go, you know, around the various things. So like Italy's, Austria's, Spain. I think Spain's almost over, but yeah, like Italy, and then again, Ukraine's probably going to be starting up here pretty soon. Poland's already up and going again. Things are fun. They would also be posting for France if they had a season right now, but 2021 is the recovery season, and not everybody's recovering the same way. Again, there's not much news on my video because there's actually so much news that I don't really want to spend. Yesterday's video was a half an hour, and all I was doing really bike riding and chatting. I'm trying not to make long videos like that. Long video. And yeah, oh, another question before I head out to practice. My Zenith Epic, I got it 4 years ago. So by the time I go into the next season, it will be a 5-year-old helmet. To be fair, they do have the certification for 10 years, but I was actually looking at a price for a Zenith Shadow. What are your thoughts on that? And everyone's like, oh no, you should really get a Speedflex, or oh my god, you should get the F7 Shut. And I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna get a Zenith because my shoulder pads are Zenith. I should really redo those TikToks about football gear. I didn't know what I was doing with that one. I'm too used to this style video, not vertical video. But now that I know how to work TikTok, it's just the channel name. Just search me up, Dashric. I post the stupidest things. Apparently the Dutch love being told they ate way too much mayonnaise. Anyways, so yeah, I will see you guys after practice or during practice, depending on weather or lighting or something. Alright, we're at the football practice section. It is still light out. Practice has not come yet. Practice has not started. It is 7:30. Practice starts at 8. This, however, is moving in. I knew it was going to rain. I did not realize how much that is. So I don't know when I'm going to vlog next, but I will update you guys because there are locations that it won't be raining on me, like the bus station, or the train station, or the train ride home. Somewhere, I will update you guys. It's football weather. Oh. Oi. So, Coach Hat gave me a ride. So we ended practice a little early because, well, I'm dying here. I have to, so we had a lightning strike, and then only were able to count 1, and then the thunder rolled in, which if you count 2, it's too close for practice, so we had to cancel. And then the rain came down a lot, running stuff back to the container and stuff, and meanwhile it's just pouring rain and everything is wet. They were in my backpack. I think I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna put these back on because my legs hurt a lot because we were doing a lot of stuff on the sled, but it was muddy. So all that jazz. Tea. Anyways, so my front shoulder is a little sore. We'll figure out that one tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a helemaal rustige dagen. Not like I will grandma walk to Albert Heijn if I have to, or I will go downstairs and get something to drink. And I'm so glad I have a beer tonight. But we did basically the same thing as we did on Sunday, because without much contact, it's just mainly conditioning right now. We don't have much of the main team here. Anyway, I mean, to be fair, we would be in the middle of games right now, so we wouldn't be doing any of that. And so, but yeah, my feet slipped out. We had a new guy, his name's Oscar. He asked if I was from Groningen, and I was like, why do you think I'm from Groningen? Can I not answer that one? I'm like, dude, you're not going to offend me. I didn't tell him I was a gay football player in the United States, so nothing can offend me. I'm so exhausted right now. I'm so wet. I'm just eating sugar and licorice. I don't even know what time it is. But anyways, I can figure out where all my crap is at, you know, so I can like check in. Okay, there's a wallet. Here's the key. Fingerprint doesn't match because my finger's all cracked up right now. I'm not gonna have the umami fight on TikTok. I know my shit. Aaron knows I know my shit. Alright, I don't know when that thing stopped recording. I'm losing my brain right now. I gotta drink my sugar water. So anyways, it is... I pulled out my phone, I didn't even look at what time it was. What are we at? 22:13. I'll still be pretty good, you know, because the bus wouldn't have gotten me at 22 till 22:30. If I would have ran, I probably could have caught the 0, but I would have been running in the rain with like cleats on. It is a groente, lemon, ginger, apple, and agave syrup. And it tastes like nothing right now. I'm so drenched. But yeah, we had no pads again today. Like I said, when I saw Dennis show up without them, I was a little bit, there's a garbage. Got security in there, so I better pull my mask out. Where did I put you? I feel you. Kunstbände. Where the hell did you go? You're on the phone side. No, that's... Where did you go? There it is. I'm so sorry. Oh, we got a water drop on there. Fun fucking times. Because I'm pointing it straight up into the sky where the rain's coming from. Anyways, we are currently on a weird schedule right now. Amsterdam Central in 1 minute. Oh, it's right there. And I could take the intercity at 22. It's in 7 minutes. Never mind, I read that wrong. I probably should have ran to the Sprinter. I read Amsterdam Central. It actually says Amersfoort Central. Yeah, Schiphol Airport. We'll be right here 2 minutes after that. I could go to Dalvendrecht from there. And then take the metro up to Central. No, I'll take the 2240 something. So, apparently, that's the one I thought I was going to be taking. Coffee verkeerd. Are we good? I'm technically outside. Can we smudge you off? Whatever. So yeah, football practice, lightning, cut out early. Like I said, we did much of the same. We did ladders, we did tire flips, a little different. Rather than halfway across the field, we did 5, and then switched with our partner. Then we rotated because we had to use all 4 tires rather than 2. So let's say we have, and the tires are each different sizes. So let's say it's tire 1, 2, 3, 4 harder. So tire 1, flip it 5 times, count for your partner 5 times. Move to tire 2, flip that to the other end of the field 5 times. My hands are so... I'm so cold right now. But yeah, and then switch, flip the tire, because it takes about 10 to get across the half of the field. And what we did on Sunday was flip it 10, and then our partner flipped it 10, and then we swapped to the other tire. It's not how we did it this time. Everything's all messed up. And then box jumps on those same tires, but rotated, and mountain climbers.
And then the young'uns ran off to go do their pad practice, and Hack was here, so we had running back practice. And Ronald actually wants to play DE. He says anything on defense. If he wants to play DE, he'll play DE. And I said, we could probably use an outside linebacker. I'd much prefer an outside linebacker that comes to practice often. Like a year away from that. I'm tempted to take this intercity so they don't freeze. Yeah, I had to cut that out. I'm sorry, guys. And then when the older guys in the lines, we started going against the sled and doing that on the knees. My knees are soaked and stuff. They're muddy as fuck. I'm probably going to wash my gear tomorrow during my rest day. But yeah, that is everything. I was going to talk on the train, but I thought this was going to be the train I was getting on. Stay tuned. For a good Monday video will be a practice day. But it'll be during the day, and hopefully I'll be better rested. I may even have 2 days rest. I don't want to blow my body out.